Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hunter x Hunter Institute, the best place for us to discuss everything Hunter x Hunter related, from the details of the characters down to the most interesting theories. And for today's spotlight, we have the music hunter who got cursed by the Sonata of Darkness, Melody. Not so many people try to get close to her due to her rather unpleasing appearance, but beneath that unattractive look is a gentle and kind woman who is trusted by those who know her. Join us in this video as we do a detailed analysis of Melody's character. While her current appearance is rather unattractive, is it possible that she used to be very beautiful and breathtaking? Let's try to speculate the possibility of this theory. So get yourselves comfortable and let's have a fun ride throughout this video. If you're one of the fans who like Melody, go give this video a thumbs up. And if you're very curious and want to see how she looked like in the past, make sure to share your thoughts on the comment section down below. We're excited to read what our fellow fans think. And with that, let's jump straight to the main course. 1. Musician and Nen user Melody. Melody is an emitter. She uses her Nen to channel her aura to the music that she plays. Using her flute, she creates music that has healing effects to the listeners. If you're one of the listeners lucky enough to hear her performance, you're sure to recover from fatigue, and if you're feeling ill, her music is sure to cure your symptoms. In the series during the York New City arc, she showed her abilities by calming down the bodyguards of the Lestrade family when they started to become emotional. The piece she played is entitled A Field in Spring. Whoever listens to this song will end up seeing an illusion of being in a field surrounded by sunflowers. An illusion so beautiful it's bound to calm down any raging emotions. Considering her Nen abilities, she's more of a character who is good at being a support more than being a fighter. But of course, she has other special skills. One of them is her extra sensitive hearing that proves to be quite useful in her missions. Not only can she hear the smallest sounds of the footsteps from a far distance, she is also able to tell the difference of every person's footstep. With this, she can accurately grasp the distance of someone and guess who they might be or what their line of work is. She can also listen to people's heartbeats, and with this, she can figure out the mental and emotional state of that person. It's also not a challenge for her to know if someone is lying based on their heartbeat. Won't you agree that her hearing ability is superb? 2. Power gained from the Sonata of Darkness. After Melody listened to the flute solo of the Sonata of Darkness, she acquired her special abilities. Some of you might ask, what exactly is the Sonata of Darkness? It's a cursed piece of music that's said to be composed by none other than Satan himself. Whoever performs the music or whoever ends up listening to it will receive a curse so horrible it might end up with death. The Sonata of Darkness has 4 solo parts: the piano solo, violin solo, harp solo, and the part that Melody heard, the flute solo. Melody's friend, whose names we don't know of, performed this sonata. The result, a very gruesome death. It's possible that Melody avoided death because she only heard the sonata, unlike her friend who was the one playing it. Unfortunately for Melody, she wasn't able to fully escape the curse of the sonata. Her physical appearance became deformed and horrid. Her arms became disgusting. When our dear Kurapika heard about Melody and how her appearance came to be like that, he said, "It's unbelievable." Melody showed her arm to Kurapika and he was surprised enough that he ended up sweating. Who wouldn't be? But thankfully Kurapika is well-mannered enough not to comment about it. From this, we can tell that her arms turned into something very hideous because she heard the Sonata of Darkness. Unfortunately for us fans, or maybe fortunately, we didn't really get to see how it looked because only the silhouette of her arm was shown. Perhaps it's so gruesome to the point that it cannot be shown. I guess Togashi sensei is leaving it up to our imagination to guess how hideous it is. Despite this, it's easy to see that the curse from the Sonata of Darkness is very dangerous. If we look at Melody's face, it's not so different from the face of a warrior who had undergone harsh beatings from a battle. While it's not good to speak badly of someone's appearance, even if they're just characters from a manga, there's no other way to describe Melody's cursed face other than the word ugly. We're sorry to have to say it, Melody. Like a fallen warrior with balding hair, like a mouse with the front teeth sticking out, browless, big bulging eyes. If compared to the other female characters in the series, we can tell that she was intentionally designed and drawn to have an unattractive and ugly appearance. From here, there's one theory that some fans came up with. Melody is beautiful theory. This is the fans' theory that Melody used to be very beautiful before she had the unfortunate chance of hearing the Sonata of Darkness. Why do you think some fans thought this? Let's explore the reasons. 1. Her nen ability is beautiful. There's no doubt that the music Melody produces with her nen ability is beautiful. Among all the other nen abilities, this seems to be the #1 ability that women of outstanding beauty will have. Imagine someone playing music that can calm and heal the listeners, or someone surprising others with how epic the music they play is. Tell us what kind of people you imagined. Don't you think it's very easy to imagine a very beautiful woman playing such music? Now let's imagine the current Melody having the appearance of someone beautiful. Let's say someone similar to Biscuit. Don't you think a lot of fans would be more captivated? If we also consider characters from other fantasy anime and manga, most of the characters who play the support role and use recovery magic to help the other characters, most of them are beautiful female characters. In the Hunter x Hunter series, we also have Biscuit as one of the characters who have a nen ability that can heal. Although Biscuit's real form is that of a muscular and old woman, we usually see her in her fake form, which is that of a cute and beautiful teenage girl. Biscuit herself would probably agree that this image matches her abilities more than her real form. There's a huge possibility that Melody is likely in that same position. Even in One Piece, another Jump manga, there are many characters who are fat and ugly, but used to have a very beautiful appearance. It wouldn't be strange for Hunter x Hunter to use a similar background for its characters. 2. Everyone likes her. Despite how unattractive her current physical form is, Melody seems to be surrounded by people who like her. The best example is probably Kurapika himself, whose life only revolves around getting revenge on the Phantom Troop. While he is definitely smart and he has his own charming points, we know how prideful he can be, and he definitely does not open easily to others. He doesn't even share his email address to Leorio, who's probably one of his closest friends in the series. Kurapika tends to act on his own. Even his nen master, Izunavi, is not able to make him listen to his instructions, but he was able to open up to Melody and share with her his purposes in life, something he didn't do with the other bodyguards he worked with. When their work at York Shin ended, their friendly relationship continued. Kurapika trusted her enough and asked for her support during the Succession War. It's easy to tell that they built a good relationship wherein they're able to cooperate with each other. This is quite something considering Kurapika is very picky when it comes to people he associates with. Aside from our main cast, Gon, Killua, and Leorio, Melody is probably one of the rare people who Kurapika sees as a reliable business partner, if not a friend. Do you remember that scene where Melody was able to calm Kurapika when he got quite emotional? Kurapika thanked her for helping him keep his emotions under control. 3. A very kind character who thinks of others. In the cold world of Hunter x Hunter, Melody is one of the characters who overflows with kindness and thinks about what would be good for others. She doesn't have any ill intentions or selfish thoughts. We see her kind personality during her interactions with Kurapika. There are also other parts in the series that showed her kindness. One of these is during the Succession War, when Melody talked with the 10th Prince of Kakin, Prince Kacho. Based on the information she got from listening to Kacho's voice, Melody was able to tell that Kacho was lying to people around her. Prince Kacho was complaining about the food served by her servants. She was acting very selfishly, and so she was hated by the people serving under her. But all this was just her acting to help her twin sister, the 11th Prince of Kakin, Prince Fugetsu. Among all the people around Kacho, only Melody noticed Kacho's real intentions. Melody cooperated with the twins' plans and let them escape. While still on the ship, Melody performed during a dinner party. With everyone enchanted by her music, the two made their way to escape the ship. Unfortunately, it was impossible to escape the Succession War, and their attempt to escape led to Kacho's death. Until then, Kacho has never shared her real feelings to anyone, but because Melody was able to find out about her true intentions, it was a big change. With her ability to understand other people's emotions just from listening to other people's heartbeats and voices, Melody is better at reading other people's feelings compared to others. She's always been the type of person that's easy to talk to, and with a calm atmosphere, other people find her very likable. Because there's a big gap from the physical appearance to her inner personality, it's very possible that her appearance was destroyed by the curse. 4. Melody was based on a beautiful character. Did you know that Melody was actually based on another character? To be more precise, on 2 characters, and those 2 characters are Ashitaka and Nausicaa from the famous Ghibli movie Princess Mononoke. This is a confirmed fact, as the source was Togashi sensei himself when he made a comment about it. If you have watched the movie, you'd remember that Ashitaka was cursed and received a bruise on his right arm. It's very likely that this was the inspiration for Melody receiving the curse. As for Nausicaa, she used a wind instrument to calm down the giant insects. Don't you think it's close to the flute that Melody uses to calm down people? people, there's also a similarity to the way Melody and Nausicaa's way with gentle words and actions that seem to give warmth to other people. With how close their personalities are, it's very likely that Melody was based from Nausicaa. Considering this, a lot of fans thought that with Nausicaa as Melody's model, it's very likely that her original appearance was also a beautiful figure, similar to how Nausicaa looked like. So, fellow Hunter x Hunter fans, do you think we'll ever get to see Melody's original form? Will it be revealed in the Dark Continent? Let us know what your predictions are about this down in the comments below. After her appearance in the Yorkshin arc, we didn't get to see her for a while, but luckily to Melody's fans, she appears again in volume 33 during the Dark Continent arc. At Kurapika's request, she became one of the prince's bodyguards. Regardless of how much she trusts Kurapika, Melody is very aware of the danger that comes from boarding a ship that's heading for the Dark Continent. It's very risky and life-threatening to say the least. Despite this, she still went ahead and boarded the Black Whale. Her trust for Kurapika must not have been the only reason for her to be risking her life on such a mission. Is it possible that she got some information related to the Sonata of Darkness? Perhaps she got some tip that the Sonata can be found in the Dark Continent. Don't you think that the darkness in the Sonata of Darkness refers to the Dark Continent? The possibility is very high, considering that the curse of the Sonata is somehow similar to what the 5 great calamities can do. If they ever land on the Dark Continent, Melody might be able to find the Sonata of Darkness, or the Demon King himself. Perhaps when this happens, we'll get a chance to see Melody's original form. Maybe they will be able to put the Sonata of Darkness out of action, and finally have Melody return to her original form. And then we'll be able to find out what she really looks like. When we consider all these, aren't you curious about how Melody originally looks like? Fellow fans, what would you do if Melody turns out to be so beautiful it's incomparable to the others? Aren't you also curious about it? I'm so excited for the continuation of the series. If you like Melody and you're curious to find out more about her past, then you're already a member of the Hunter x Hunter Institute. From here onwards, we'll continue spreading Hunter x Hunter videos filled with its amazing characters and theories. So fellow fans, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And with that, we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you again in the next video.